Hey Atlas, how you doing? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to read you a book. I know you're a big fan of like the Caterpillar stuff and the big dump trucks. I want to read you a book that kind of talked a little bit about some of the big road machines made by Caterpillar. Caterpillar is one of the companies that it's actually famous. It's a very famous company that makes a lot of construction equipment. And we're going to talk about that today. So this first one, we're talking about the big road machines by Caterpillar. And this first one is a rotary mixer. So it takes the top layer of dirt uh, and it breaks up and mixes all the rocks and whatnot. Taking the big clumps and making it into little manageable clumps. So that's one of these machines. This is this little collector where it, as it's driving, it's moving this way from left to right. It picks up all the dirt and rocks, and it kind of like meshes it all together and spits it out. This next one it's called a motor grader, and it's used to flatten the roads. So sometimes the roads have like a little bit of curve to them, and they want to make them flat. So what they'll use is this grater, and it'll come and scrape and make everything level. That's how we make roads, and that's how they build the foundations for houses. So it's really important. The next one, after they've come through and leveled it, they're going to bring in what's called a soil compactor, and we've seen this along the side of the house. And what it's doing is taking all those loose particles uh, and pack them down and make it a little bit more solid surface. Take all the air out. Then after that, they're going to come in and this paver is going to lay asphalt. And asphalt's this black tar. It's like crushed up rock and tar that they lay down to make roads. And then once that happens, it's called an asphalt drum or compactor, comes and pushes out all the air out of all the spaces that's in the road, and the road's finished. But sometimes, kind of like when you come home, you're going to see that we have a whole new road on both sides of the house. And what they did is they came in with this tool, and it got up all the cracks and the potholes. And then they use what's called a cold planer, where it picks up all the asphalt and it chews up that top layer, and they spit it into a dump truck. And then they come back, like inside that cold planer is it's a rotor. It's a rotor because it turns, and it has these little metal spikes that helps break up the road. And the weight of the machine plus the rotation of the drum and rotor and these little pieces break it all up. From there, they use a front end loader and dump it into a dump truck. They take all that old asphalt as it comes out with the backhoe or front end loader. And then the dump truck is going to load it into all that old stuff that they took up, and they're going to reuse it. So they're not wasting it. And it's always good that when you reuse stuff. They're going to put that into the paver, and it's going to lay out the ground, and then the compactor is going to come back and smooth it out. It's going to have like a brand new road, just like what we have in our house. That's what we have. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, these are all um, the Caterpillar machines. You can always tell it's Caterpillar because of the color. Caterpillar is really known for their color. It's called their brand. That way you can understand which type of equipment. So that yellow has always been Caterpillar's color. And yellow is kind of good too because it reflects some of the heat. So when you touch it, it's not super hot. Whereas like mommy and daddy's truck are darker colors. Mommy's truck's gray, and it's really hot. Same thing with daddy's truck. It's red. I love you so much. I miss you.